Again, welcome to channel, guys. So this video will be an intro for the entire Java full stack session, which will be conducted by me. I am Abhishek, and I will be the mentor for the entire Java full stack session. So this is from development course to build, deploy, and excel. And what we'll be covering today is that we'll go to the introduction part, and we'll also see the training objective of the entire Java full stack sessions, and also we'll see the targeted audience of the sessions, and also the topics covered in briefly and entire manner, so that you guys will get the entire overview of the course curriculum. And coming to the training objective, by the end of this course, viewers will be proficient in developing full stack applications using Java technologies, and also capable of building robust front-end interfaces, and also designing and implementing RESTful API, and also integrating these applications with databases and deploying scalable applications to the cloud or other environment. So this is the training objective. Basically, you guys will be front-end developers and also back-end developers with integrated database users. And coming to the target audience, this video or series of videos will be suitable for entire beginners who have zero null idea of programming are welcomed here, because we will be covering each and every concept from scratch, so that you guys no need to cover other videos or need to watch other videos in the YouTube. And we'll also, if there any requirement is present, so we'll provide the links of that, so you guys can have entire requirement in single place here. And also suitable for students who are in graduate or postgraduate levels, so that you guys will be suitable enough to build your projects or midterm projects using this entire knowledge learned from these sessions. And also it is suitable for professional transitioning careers who are transitioning from non-IT to IT, have zero experience, which of my knowledge will be suitable for here to transition their career to IT departments. And also for self learners who need to like enhance their learning capabilities are also welcomed here. And also for language learners, because as I told, this entire series will be in two languages, Kannada and English, so that there will be no barriers between the English and Kannada learners, so that they can go through the sessions in Kannada, which will be uploaded by me in the coming sessions of the videos. And coming to the topics covered, I have configured the entire Java full stack sessions into 6 modules. So the 6 modules are the first module will be an introduction to Java full stack development, where you guys will be seeing the overview of full stack development, like the definition why it's required, etc., like that. And you guys also will be introduction to Java concepts or programming Java concepts. So Java is basically a programming language which you guys will be using the entire in the majority of the courses in the coming curriculum. And also we'll see the setting up the development environment for the same. And coming to the module 2 part, which is front-end development part, where you guys will be seeing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript basics, which are skeleton or the fundamental of the front-end development. And you guys also will be going through front-end frameworks such as React or Angular, not both, but any one of for sure. So you guys comment down in the comment section which of the framework you guys are interested. The maximum gets the vote will be covered by me. And coming to the building user interface, you will see what are the component based architecture and how this data binding, etc., and state management, etc., will be seeing in that. And coming to the module 3 part, which is nothing but backend development with Java. So here comes the actual Java core concepts. Here we will see the introduction to backend development, how without the backend there is no front end. We will look into that, how it's backend is the last say to backbone of the entire application which we develop. And we'll also once again go through the Java basics and syntax. So because once we gonna develop the HTML CSS part, we will be lost in touch with the Java concept. So we'll once again go through that basics, syntax and example, and object oriented features, etc. And you guys will be seeing how to build RESTful API, which is the core part of the API perspective. There are like many APIs present, and RESTful APIs are one of them. RESTful stands for representational state transfers, I guess, with Spring Boot. Actually, Spring Boot is a framework which you guys will be using the entire curriculum of the course. And coming back to the module 4, which is nothing but data integration or database integration. As you know, data is everything. Where actually the entire application which we develop consists of data, and this data will be stored in some part. That part is known as database. We'll see what is database, and will entire introduction to the database will be covered. And we will also see SQL basics. So SQL stands for structure query language. So this SQL is a programming type of language which is used for manipulating and retrieving the data stored in the database to the applications. And we'll also see how to integrate database with Java applications which we will be developing. And coming back to the module 5, which is very important, full stack projects. So we'll be developing full stack projects, and we'll be integrating all the four modules, core concepts and ideas which we have learned in this fifth module, so that we'll plan and design a full stack applications in the fifth module. And we'll also implement front end back end functionality in the entire module, meaning that the four module knowledge will be integrated in the fifth module. So it's going to be big models actually. And I'm also planning to take a session on deployment and testing, which is a bonus. We'll see how deployment is done, how CI/CD is implemented, how is testing done using automation frameworks such as Selenium, etc. So why testing is required, etc. We'll be seeing in this model. And coming back to the module 6, which is advanced topics will be covered here, such as security, microservice architecture, cloud deployment and scalability. We'll see how security is required and what is microservice architecture, and we'll also see what is deployment, why cloud deployment, why scalability, etc. We'll see in the coming sessions. And just I will go to in deep explanation about the each module. So coming to the module 1, which is nothing but an overview, we'll see the definition and importance of full stack development, meaning that why full stack development is important while there are front end and back end development, why full stack, not particularly front end, not particularly back end, why both combined. We'll see that. And also we'll see the role of full stack developers in software development cycle. As I told, software development cycle is a process in software development. So software developers or full stack developers is just a part of the entire software development life cycle. Here there are many life cycles such as methodology used in life cycle like agile scrum is there, and waterfall model, etc. We'll go to that also if required. Some special videos or series I will plan for that. And you'll see the introduction to the programming language of Java. We'll see the basic concept of fundamental concepts of Java programming, and we'll see also the object-oriented programming principles in Java, which is the core and must. And we'll see the setting up of the development environment, which is nothing but the tools which will be required in the entire development series will be installed pre-pondered, meaning that in the start of the course, so that you guys need to concentrate on course and not on installing or configuring the softwares. So we'll see the Java development kit where the Java programs are executed, and ID where the Java program will be deployed, where which will be compiled, etc. So there are many IDs present. I prefer Eclipse because I am convenient with that. You guys can go with different IDs. There are Visual Studio, IntelliJ, etc. for Java development, and we'll also configure ID for Java development in the coming sessions. So module 2 will be in, as I told, front end part where HTML, CSS and JavaScript basics will be taught to you for markup and styling of web pages. And we'll also be quite introduced to the JavaScript concept here, which is similar to Java, but it's entirely objects in JavaScript. You'll see what is object, etc. and object-oriented features there. And the framework, as I told, any one of the framework, React or Angular, you guys comment down below, and we'll see what is React, what is Angular, why is this required, why framework, what is framework, etc. in this thing. And we'll be building user interfaces here, where creating responsive and interactive UI elements, what is component, what is statement, and what is data binding, etc. We'll see that. Don't scratch your head for about right now. And yeah, coming back to the introduction to database backend. So as I told, the role of backend in web application is very important. It's a client-server based architecture where HTTP protocol will be used, etc. Will be going through that. How request handling is done, how server-side programming is done, etc. Will be seeing that. And also again, once again, we'll go to the JavaScript basics with such as functions, classes, object-oriented features, variables, data types, control flows, etc. We'll be seeing that. And also we'll be building RESTful API, which is the core part of backend. What is API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. So this application and programming interface will be built using this backend development tools such as Spring Boot. So what is Spring Boot? We'll see that. And we'll go to the overview of the Spring Boot framework in deep, so that you guys will be able to develop applications using Spring Boot. And also you'll be creating endpoints. Endpoints are nothing but URL rewriting. For example, if there is Facebook/home meaning that home page of Facebook will be taken. Home like Facebook/login meaning that login page will be taken page. Meaning that the rendering of the page depends upon the endpoints in the URL rewriting. That's what it's mentioned here. We'll see how to develop those URL rewriting in MVC and Spring Boot. And we're also handling HTTP request responses using backend development, and also implementing CRUD operations. So CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. So this operation basically will be applied in database operations. So create, read, apply, update, and delete, we'll be seeing that. And coming back to the module 4, which is nothing but introduction to databases. So we will see what are the databases present in real time, such as relational, non-relational. We will see look into that what is that actually in core. So we'll be ideally focusing on relational databases here, because in start you guys no need to bother about non-relational databases. However, the bonus testing part, you guys will be like somewhat introduced to the non-relational database, how the data will be stored in non-relational databases. And we'll see the SQL basics here, structure query fundamentals. Also, we'll see how to write SQL queries. Also, we'll be seeing for manipulation of data, and we'll also integrating this database with the Java applications using JDBC or other ODBC connections. And we'll also implementing the data access layer for CRUD operations, as it will create, read, update, and delete. And coming back to the module 5, which is core and important part of the module, where will be entire entire hands-on, but there will be no theory part for this module. So you'll see how the actual defining of project requirement and its scope will be done by the client, so that particular organization gets the requirement from the client and start developing. How it happens in the real world, etc., will be given taken with example, and we will be developing that. And we're also designing system architectures and data models here. What is this system architecture and data models, will be getting to know in the depth in the coming lectures. And we'll also implementing front end and back end functionalities here. As I told, we're planning entire full stack application building plans to be here done here. And for developing front end UI components and integrating with backend API, etc., will be done. And also implementing of business logic and data persistence in backend services. Why data need to be persisted? What is data persisted? We will be seeing model 4 entirely, but here we'll be using that in actual practical manner. And coming to the deployment testing, as I told, is bonus. So we'll see the deployment of the application to the web server cloud platform. We'll see what is CI/CD pipeline. We'll see what is GitHub, what is Terraform, etc. We'll see. We'll try to cover maximum of the DevOps concepts here, and also planning to cover DevOps concept in other series if possible. Please comment down below if you require for that also. And coming to the testing application functionality and performance and security. So testing part, you guys will be going through here, manual or automation, both. I think both will be doing here. Both will be done here, meaning manual testing will be automated using Selenium tools, which will see why Selenium with Java, of course, we'll go to that. And coming to the module 6, so this is the miscellaneous module where you guys need to concentrate maximum, I guess, because we will be seeing security in web application, like what are the common security and the vulnerabilities still faced by some applications till date, so that you guys will be well aware in advance, so that you can build applications to match the counterpart of the security threat, so that you can counter that. And also we'll be implementing authorization, authentication, and data encryption measures, which is already present in various models of JavaScript, which I will be explaining in that. So we'll see that how security is implemented in Java full stack applications. And we will also see microservice architecture here. We will see the principle of microservice architecture and its advantages, why you need to use architecture, what is the principles, what are the core ideas behind that. And we're also designing and implementing microservice based applications here. We'll see that. And coming to the cloud deployment and scalability, we'll see the overview of cloud computing and deployment options available. And will also deploy application to cloud platforms and scale resources dynamically. Dynamically meaning that, for example, a site has 10 users per day. So on particular holiday, Sunday or Saturday, it will be shooted to 1,000 users. There's 100 times increase in the users to the particular application. So what you guys need to, you need to scale up the system, scale up the resources, meaning that you need to make the system available for the thousands users instead of 10 users. So on random usual weekdays, it will be lower to 10 users. So you need to scale down the system. How it will be done dynamically, we'll see, etc., in the coming sessions. Uh, and thank you for listening, guys. For any queries, please do reach out me on social media, link provided here. And also please do comment in the comment sections if you have any doubt. I will try to clear maximum of them. And also users with the pre idea or pre knowledge with the sessions, please do comment or reply them, so that they will get to know the answers for their queries. And thank you, guys.